Our long-term vision has always been to create the world's most effective crime-fighting network. We've been focused on helping financial institutions fight crime for the past 18 years. Now, working with Nasdaq, it's going to help us really expedite that vision.
We are crime fighters, and we do that by bringing together data and technology in our whole community to fight market abuse and get some of the bad apples out of the industry. We really look at what fighting it can mean for the individual and for society.
Our modern economy is based on the movement of money, and crime is motivated by money. People commit crime to get the proceeds. Money laundering, by definition, is the movement of the proceeds of crime.
The cost of fighting financial crime is high and the risk is high, so that basically limits access.
$4.4 trillion is laundered every year. Only about 1% is actually seized from criminal activity each year.
Around 7% of all government funding is lost to fraud, waste, and abuse. We all bear the cost of fraud.
Once criminals figure out a playbook, they will just execute that over and over again. If an investigator at a bank had infinite time and infinite power, they could find every transaction that's bad. The problem is that they can't. There's just so much activity. Our software analyzes the transactions. We can see patterns of illicit behavior across that network. And that allows us to actually be really proactive in terms of generating solutions. Whether it's human trafficking, drug trafficking, terrorist financing, elder abuse.
So the biggest advantage of technology is we can automate the processes that were very manual steps in the past.
When we see these kinds of activities, this is actually indicative of shell companies. So basically criminals trying to hide their money amongst multiple businesses.
Criminals use borders as a means to hide the flow of funds. If we want to be ahead of them, we also have to transcend borders.
If we want to make more progress, we'll involve greater sharing of information and shared solution across market participants.
The power of the collective is really important because this is a problem that every financial institution has. Now with Nasdaq, we're seeing these patterns across thousands of financial institutions on a global scale. We're actually able to build much, much better solutions.
We have actually seen that strong, healthy markets actually drive healthy societies. And we are determined to eradicate that financial crime because ultimately we want markets to drive inclusion, to drive growth, and to drive prosperity for all.